Hey folks, time to learn some slide in open D. Okay, tuning from the 6th string on down, we have D, A, D, F sharp, A, and D. Okay. What finger should you be wearing your slide on? Whichever finger you have it on. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, so very simply, this is pretty much a beginner thing, not totally beginner. I expect that you already know that you put your slide directly above the fret. You don't push down, you don't tilt your slide bar, anything like that. You just keep it perfectly perpendicular. That's too early for me to use a big word like that. To the fret. Okay, so we have open D, which means at the 12th fret it's going to be an open D as well. We're going to work out of the 12th fret for right now. The whole thing about this at the 12th fret is for right now, I want you to grab, let's say the third string at the 12th fret. And now I want you to go back one fret to the 11th and just bring it up to 12. What string are you going to play next? It doesn't matter, but I would grab one next to it. Either side. Doesn't matter. I'm going to pick the 4th string with it. Okay, you can go to the other side and pick the 2nd string. Then go the other way. Okay, so it's always just that movement. Just make a 1 fret thing and pick a string, usually right next to it on either side. Okay, 4th string. I picked the 3rd string to do it with. Now pick the other one. And so now work on 2 strings at once. That's 4 and 3. Now you can do 2 strings and add another one. So let's do 4 and 3. I picked 2 to add to those. There I picked 5. Okay, so that's going to be the big deal, is that little 1 fret movement. Okay, that's just for now. There's a whole bunch to be done at another time. Okay. Okay, I'm using my fingers because you generally should, because you want to mute the strings that you're not playing with the palm of your hand. Okay, and the rest of the strings will be muted with the tips of your fingers. Whatever you're not playing, find a finger to put on that string to shut it up, because it'll make a whole bunch of ugly notes, especially at the 12th fret and the 5th fret and the 7th fret, which happen to be the 3 that we're going to be playing today. So make sure to shut up your strings. That's all simply the 1 fret movement. Okay, and picking a string on either side of it. Okay, our next chord is going to be at the 5th fret. Again, same rules apply. Simply pick a string. That's 3rd string and 4th string. 3rd and 2nd. So that was 3rd and 2nd and 3rd and 4th. So let's go up to the 5th fret. I'm sorry, 7th fret. back up to 12. Okay, so if we were to be doing just a typical 12-bar blues and playing that simply, you would end up with you notice there I did 5, 6, 7 on the frets. Okay, so that's your typical 12-bar blues done in its easiest possible way. Don't forget we have open, same as the 12th. We just can't get behind there and make that happen with the 1 fret thing. But we can do some cool things. Let's do on the 5th and 4th string, up at the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. Now let's slide up from open to the 3rd fret. Okay, so that's 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. That's cool. Do 4th string, 3rd string. Not as cool, but it works. Okay, so you can do okay, so it gives you something to work with. Okay, you can pick any grouping of strings you want, but you can't necessarily do that 3-2 open on the frets. Basically the ones I just showed you are the ones I want you to work with right now, because if you do other ones, you can try other ones, see if you like them. You'll notice a difference between them. This one just sounds swampier. I'm going to grab 4, 3, and 2. Okay, it's not horrible, it's just not as great as the other one, unless your ears tell you that it is. Okay, so we have a way to go up this way and back to it. Funny thing is, at the 12th fret, that same rule applies. You can go up 3 frets. What do you know, 3 frets up from where we're at on the 5th fret, we can go up to 8, 7, and 5. It applies too. It'll apply anywhere. Okay, so we have another little something in our bag of tricks. Okay, the 3rd string is always going to be the ugly stepchild. It's just going to be a weird sounding string to try to do things with. Playing it, with the 1 fret rule, it's fine. But to go around and try to play other notes with it, it's going to be out of sorts compared to the others. So just kind of remember that. I'll show you a way to use it on your own time in just a couple of minutes. Okay, we need what's called a turnaround. Okay, that's when we're right before it goes. We need something to make it do something. We need some movement. We can do 3rd string and 2nd string at the 12th fret and go back, but we can actually do something cooler, which is 12. And back to 12 for the last one. So 12, 11, 10 with strings 3 and 2. Then strings 4 and 3 at the 12th fret. There I was just alternating my thumb and my finger, playing back and forth, which is a much cooler way to actually do this. Okay, you've heard that before, that's how you do it. Okay, so now we have an entire 12-bar blues structure going. Let's get another turnaround. Okay, we're going to do this with our fingers without the slide. Go to the 5th string, do the same thing, 3, 2, 1, open, but use your 4th string as your other string. Another cool one is the same thing, since they're tuned the same, is the 1st and 2nd string. You put your finger at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Okay, so that's really cool. So now we have and I'm going to use the one that's on the 4th and 5th string. And the same thing. Okay, what other notes can you play? This is going to be near the end of this particular lesson. You can do this. I'm going to put the slide down. These are going to be the notes that you can actually play during all of this. If you actually make what looks like an E chord, okay, what looks like a regular E, that's going to be cool. If you can make a regular A with one finger, that's cool too, because that's what we need. So you have open, now make the E chord, move that up 2 frets, make an A chord, so you're at your 5th fret, so you're like barring it with your slide. 7th fret. Okay, now we're moving up to 9, 9, 8, just with an E chord again. Move that up 2 more frets. And then finally, at the 12th fret, bar it again, just like your slide. So we got okay, that's your scale. Okay, and all the notes in those chords are notes that you can pick to use your slide on. So don't think you're just going to play those chords, because you can't really do it unless you're putting your slide on your pinky. You can do it. I'm not good with my pinky on there, so I get to show you this way, but you'll use your slide for these 3 notes, these 3 notes, these notes, any of them, these notes, all these. So those are what you have to pick from. So if I'm looking at the guitar, which I am, I know I can go to the open. I'm on the 5th string. I can go to the next E shape. I, of course, can go to the 5th fret. The 7th. I can also play the next E shape. The next E shape. And finally. Okay, so when you're working around this on your own, take note of all them different notes that you can choose from. Okay, so that's going to be about it for the first lesson. Okay, lastly, doing that reminds me, when you're doing your vibrato, try not to go past the fret too much. Try to do more of it behind the fret. You're not going to be doing much. But if you go past it, it just gets wonky. So just a little tip there. Okay, so you guys stay groovy and enjoy open D tuning for a while. It makes you come up with some groovy stuff. Y'all take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.